Show is on. It's Stay or Go.
Alyssa is here. Morning, Alyssa. How are you?
Hi, guys.
Alyssa, welcome to the show. So, little group therapy in Stay or Go. What's going on with this boyfriend of yours? Why don't you tell us everything?
Okay, well, so I have been dating this guy for 6 months, and
congratulations. That's my longest relationship, so that's amazing. Basically, that's a marriage. That's a milestone. That's incredible. Man,
well,
I wish you another 6 months. Basically, a lifetime of happiness together. So you've been with this guy for 6 months. What's wrong with him?
I'm asking for your advice because how often do you think people need to be talking to each other when they're dating? Because he has like a very demanding schedule. He's an ER doctor, and after like the first couple months, I'm like, okay, so I get it. Like sometimes we're gonna go, a whole day or so with like not talking if I didn't reach out to him,
Mm-hmm. Because he's saving lives, you mean?
Presumably.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm just saying. So the guy's an ER doctor. He probably works, I don't know what he works, 24-hour shifts at a time. Who knows? I think there are maybe somebody can educate me or on an average ER doctor's schedule, but I would imagine they're long shifts, and I would guess that there are highs and lows as far as it gets busy, or some days are different than others. But so this dude is not all that communicative when he's working as an ER doctor, saving people's lives.
Well, it's just like if I didn't reach out, like I don't know if I'd hear from him.
Maybe you should say this. Maybe you should text him and say, my gallbladder hurts. Or something, every time, just make it some kind of medical thing, and then he'd have to respond to you.
Can't fall apart. We had 6 months in. I'm running out of elements.
Well, that's true. That is true. You guys, yeah. Okay, so you're upset because when this guy's working, he doesn't communicate with you. Does he communicate with you when he's not working?
Well, I brought it up to him. And he just was like, we don't have to talk every single day. Like, I'm busy, or like I'm catching up on sleep when I'm not at the ER because I'm tired from work and life. And
so sometimes he's not at work when he's not texting you, right?
Yeah, like, I guess, like, he's like, I have to, do my laundry and, like, do my errands and...
So he can't, like, did you just yawn? Are
you an ER doctor?
Yeah.
Are you tired?
Yeah, why are you so tired? Stay up all night trying to get a hold of this man? What's going on? Like, what?
Well, it's like weighing on my mind, guys.
No, I can tell. Yeah, I mean, the guy could obviously communicate with you at times when he's not working. I guess if the complaint is that he disappears for a day and you know that he's at the hospital, helping people, then I can understand that. But if he's got days on end off and he's not making any effort to see you / talk to you, and he says it's because he's doing laundry, then he ain't that interested. So I don't know. I mean, how have you gotten through 6 months of this, though? Because, I mean, that's a long time. It's a relatively long time to date someone who you feel like isn't paying attention to you.
I've just never dated somebody that we didn't talk every day. And I understand,
text,
like,
there could be a text.
He's like in a different kind of job, so it's a different kind of lifestyle. So I was like trying to sort of acclimate, and I just don't know if it's like, is this like a red flag or...
Well, I wonder. Let me take some phone calls on this, Alyssa. 855-591-1035. I think the guy's got an extremely valid reason for not being as communicative. I think that if you've ever dated a doctor before, or I think that's probably how it goes. I mean, I hear from people all the time who are with doctors that it's almost like they're the second priority to the patients. In fact, I feel like this, thank you, Alyssa, for calling, by the way. I also wonder if part of the problem is that it takes her 20 minutes to spit out a story.
Thank you.
I was just curious.
Right. This could explain a lot.
He could have saved 7 lives in the period of time that it took her to explain that.
Correct.
And she also was half asleep. So
Yeah, she yawned.
I'm just curious if
Right
that's
to us.
part of the issue. I'd love to talk. I want to hear both sides of the story.